Ooh. Oh, maybe. Okay, probably. I don't know, I just can't get my feet under me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's back day. If there's anything I'm going to be known for in the future, I think it's definitely going to be my back. I mean, hopefully I'm known at all, but if I had to pick, it's hopefully for just everything, all aroundness, but who knows? What I do know is that I can do some back exercises. Muscle up, right? That's not entirely a back exercise. It's also a tricep exercise, and it's also a lower chest exercise, but the beginning portion is almost entirely lats. So let me give it a try, and if I can't do it, you can give me pointers if you know what you're doing. So, oh, weird. Oh, nope. See, I can get up there where my arms are like straight up and down like this. I just don't know how to balance yet. I think if I can get the balance down, then I can, you know, from there all I have to do is just push up, basically. Where the hell is the clip? Aha, there you are. I am currently definitely not an expert on this exercise, but pull-ups are an important part of an arsenal. I don't know, I'm a firm believer that they're pretty good. The 55 pounds feeling light today. Ooh. Ooh. That's 2 sets down. I feel mediocre about it, but what I've been doing is controlling my reps more, going up slower, whatnot. I did take a day's break, actually, in between today and my last chest day because my leg was acting up. And my advice to you is, you might be thinking, oh, your leg doesn't have anything to do with your back, right? Well, my leg injury is prolonged. It's been going on for a while. It's not even really an injury. It's just like a stupid, like, what's the word? Ingrown, misplaced kind of thing, and I'd probably have to get surgery to replace it. Really, the cause of its inflammation or its problems is usually bad sleep or sleeping in a wrong way, right? It's kind of like cricking your neck. It's just I have a higher likelihood of doing it, and whenever I work out with this inflamed ligament, even if it's just like doing my back day, right? The problem is then my body prioritizes the healing of my muscles and then doesn't really pay attention to this problem that's been around, I don't know, for like 2 years now. So what I found is that if I just give it time to heal, work on some other stuff, come back to the gym with a fully healed body, that's usually better than just pushing it off. And I know. If it's not that bad, it's not that bad, but it's that bad, right? Like I can't walk correctly. I'll be like limping, right? My leg kind of like folds in on itself a lot. I look ridiculous. It's a problem I've got to work around, right? It just means when we get back in the next couple of days, then we push real hard. The second set of weighted went actually much better than I was expecting. We got more reps than the second set, but I think it's because I just gave myself an extended period of rest. When in doubt, just take a few more seconds. They say you're supposed to take about 2 to 3 minutes, but I think I gave myself like about 4, and I pulled out 2 more reps than I was expecting. The 2 sets then of unweighted, just body weight pull-ups was purely for fatigue. I know I can do plenty of those. It was just to round out the workout on the specific muscles that a pull-up works out. Because it's a compound exercise, we're not really targeting anything with these. I find it's better to, like, I don't know, work them to the bone, literally. Just break it down, man. King of upper back exercises right here. Now this exercise we are absolutely targeting muscles on. It's mostly the entirety of your trap, your rear delts, and that's about it. You get a little bit of the interior rotator cuff in there, and just a bunch of mumbo jumbo that doesn't really mean anything. Just, you know, do this exercise. It's really good. Any row variant's good, but I found that this one is so good you can feel the muscles after. And that's how I personally know that it's working for me. Y'all seen Fantastic Four yet? You could say that the movie was fantastic, but I wouldn't be so rash. I would say that it is quite possibly the best MCU project in the past, I don't know, 4 years? I think since Endgame we've had like Spider-Man No Way Home and then this. Bangers, okay? I'm a Johnny Storm fanboy. I loved Human Torch growing up, and then when I finally realized that that was Chris Evans and that he's also Captain America, mine was blown. But genuinely love Johnny Storm. I love what they did with the character. I like how, since it's 3 years past when they get their powers and stuff, he's far more mature, but still that kind of asshole remains, right? And then there's what they did with Galactus. No spoilers, I guess, but like, oh yeah, perfect, amazing, okay? And just all the characters are pretty perfect, honestly, very well done. I enjoyed just about every bit of the movie. The pacing was strange, but in the best way. And then the overall character design was amazing. The atmosphere of the world that they were in and whatever. Oh man, wow. Also, I was too lazy to shave. Sorry, not sorry. Leg pain and, you know, life, the world, rent due tomorrow, you know, like all that stuff. Kind of weighs on you. You forget to shave a little bit, but I think everybody will be okay with a little bit of neck beard. Okay, it's all right. We're on the, I think, 100 pounds, or maybe it's 100 kilograms. I would doubt it's 100 kilograms. It's a lot of weight. Probably about 100 pounds. Why don't these machines say what they are? It just says 10, bro. I'm never gonna get over this. What is the point? I saw like 2 or 3 videos about this hype around the back canyon, or like the crevice on the back in between the muscles that surround the spine. Basically, like the spine is kind of like an indent down the center of your back. I'll put a picture on screen or whatever about like how to specifically get that look. Hey man, I don't think working out for a look on a specific muscle, unless you're like really advanced in the gym and already have like that foundation to grow off of, is ever a good mindset to have. I mean, I love wanting to like squat 3 plates or whatever. Like that's a different thing. That's like a objective thing you can do if you really put your mind to it, unless you're disabled, I guess. But like genuinely being like, oh, I want back deadlifts. What if you just don't have the genetics for it? I don't know. Like I have that, I'm pretty sure. And it's like, I didn't try to get it. I just did the exercises that are good for my back. And it showed up, right? Most people who have those muscles didn't go into the gym going like, oh man, I just really want that, right? Like my obliques, those I went for because they're a specific muscle that like you can't really define unless you do, right? So I don't know, maybe learn the difference between the two is what my advice would be, and then go from there. When it comes to the back muscles, a lot of them are just like you work out, right? The lower back you have to target, but I'm talking like the upper like V part of the back. all of that, just do good back exercises, dude. There's not much more to it, honestly. There's a lot of hype around like specific muscles, especially like hip dips. What a stupid myth, bro. Hip dips, one, what's wrong with hip dips, bro? Second, you can't get rid of hip dips, right? They're just a part of your like makeup, basically. They're an absence of muscle and tissue. They're a divot in your makeup, right? They're not a lack of muscle growth. They're a lack of muscle. Okay, you're not gonna grow your hip. You're actually gonna make hip dips worse. By doing abductors and stuff, you're gonna make your hip dips worse. The muscle that goes in and makes it look like you have a hip dip is the muscle you're working, so they're gonna get bigger. Like those muscles are gonna get bigger. One, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Two, what a stupid myth, bro. So many myths, so many. Man, just work out, bro. I want this specific muscle. No, you don't. You want what that muscle looks like on that person's body, which isn't yours. Just go to the gym. Okay. Yeah, going for those extra reps at the end there, that destroyed my back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. So I think I wanted to go up on this exercise this week because last week it felt extremely easy, no shoulder pain, nothing like that. But after going so hard on the pull-ups, I don't know if I could, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna take it a little smart, the direction of not being a complete and total idiot, and just try and rep this out. Let's just go crazy on this. I'm gonna be implementing the strategy of just, I don't know, cranking out those last reps with terrible form, but still, I mean like terrible form, meaning that I'm like moving my body a lot, but I'm still gonna keep the movement I'm doing pretty strict. I think that genuinely, I feel extremely, I don't know, I have this belief that is backed by a lot of other people's scientific analysis that it doesn't matter as much as people say it does. Just move the weight as much as you can. Get the worth out of your sets. You only do, what, 6 sets of an exercise a week if you go 6 times a week. I mean, to the gym 6 times a week. If you go 5 times a week, it's still like 2 to 3 sets of 3 per muscle. If you can just get more out of each exercise, wouldn't that make more sense? I understand strict form is good, but what if strict form into non-strict form is just better? This exercise is already very peak, meaning I can already get pretty much everything that is in my body strength-wise out. I only got 2 reps of just like cranking it out there at the end, so that means I was already doing pretty much everything I could, but we still got 2 extra movements in there that I wouldn't have otherwise when I had to stop, right? Basically what I'm doing instead of stopping when it hurts is saying that I should probably do a little more, right? My last video was titled Training to Mild Discomfort. I was just joking. Don't do that. I need to buy one of those shirts that says I don't go to the gym, it hurts. After doing so many pull-ups, the biceps are obliterated, guys. I don't know. We might do like 2 sets, maybe 1, of just freestanding curls. This is the first time I've worked out in a while where my battery's actually running out because I'm actually like working out a lot. It's great. Had a lot of energy today. I don't know. I took a rest day in the middle of my week yesterday, so. Ooh. Ah. 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 Yeah, man, when your arms give out by the end, that's what we're shooting for. When your arms are just like, yeah, we can't do another one, man. Your muscles are done. Peak. Maybe let's just go to biceps because the pull-ups do really just work out mostly the lats. Yes, they're a compound exercise, but they are mainly working out your lats anyways. I think I want to get in a bicep movement just so I'm not neglecting those muscles. They are already probably the weakest part of my physique. So let's go do some freestanding curls. My grip is already destroyed. You might be thinking, I'll just get wrist straps. No, because I'm not a little baby. I'm not going to do that. No. Just the 30s, something light since my grip is already destroyed. This might just be 1 set till failure because I'm not even able to grip this for an extended period of time. And 30s are pretty light for me, so. Yeah, no, we're done. Sadly, I'd love to do more. I bet you there's a bucket in here. What? But it was raining today. All right, time for my most insane flexing. Is it award-winning? No. Is it the closest I've got to award-winning? Absolutely. Am I looking kind of big? Guys, let me know below if I'm looking kind of big. See, I told you guys, I don't even train for that back crevice thing. Everybody's just in a fab or whatever. The pump is so devious that if I hold my arms up like that for too long, they start falling asleep. Is that a lat spread? Kind of. Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed my back today. Yeah, today was a classic, like, 5.5, 6 out of 10. I don't know, it was just like, I got a little more reps than I thought I could on just about everything, mostly from like cheating, but controlled cheating, correct cheating, you know? Cheat reps, if you will. I don't know, I want to elaborate more on that like back canyon thing. I just think that people are too fixated on specific muscles. Like, watched a movie recently. I know it's a comedy and it's not supposed to be taken seriously. It's called Idiocracy. It's a commentary on like people get stupid as time goes on, not smarter, which I think is genuinely kind of true, but there's like this weird disconnect between a lot of things where people are like, I like that muscle. That's the muscle I like. I don't think that's true. I think you like how that muscle looks with other muscles. Like that guy who does like one trap. Just because that one trap is overly like corrected or overly strengthened or overly built, it looks ridiculous, right? It looks insane. You don't like the back canyon. You like how the back canyon looks with the big lats and the huge traps and the big shoulders and the big biceps next to those big shoulders and so on, right? every muscle doesn't look just crazy by itself. No, they look good because the person who has them probably built everything else up around it just as well, right? You're not going to go, wow, those are some crazy chest muscles if the guy just has nothing else, right? I think the only place that doesn't really apply is like legs. If you just have huge legs, it looks pretty cool, you know, like that one guy. Another extreme is the guy who only works legs. He looks better than the guy who works just one trap, right? That's a little side tangent. It doesn't really matter. You don't like the back canyon. You like how all the muscles look in conjunction. Go to the gym. That's my take on all of that. Just stop fixating on like the trends and the stuff like that. You just like how it looks because that person in like comparison, all of that together means you don't like the back canyon. You just like that that person is in shape and that that specific muscle is built just like all their other muscles around it. Your question of the day, do you think I'm out of pocket for that? To be honest with you, I think that I am pretty on the nose on like correct on this because like it's common sense, but you can disagree with me if you want. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for being here. You should go to the gym. Yeah, you should go. Oh, but I'm tired. Oh, do you have a acting up leg ligament that'll only get worse if you work out? Because otherwise, if you did have that, I couldn't tell you to go to the gym because I didn't. But you should go anyways. No, I'm kidding. Take care of yourself, but also go to the gym. You have no excuse, and I'll be really proud of you if you go. When you go, kill it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for leg day. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.